What? Nah, I'm playing, guys. I would never do such a thing. But somewhere on the internet right now, there is a 15-year-old boy who is doing exactly what I just did, except he's not joking. He actually believes that if he measures his face enough times, biting down hard enough on a chicken bone, his life will get better. This is Looksmaxxing, and there's a whole army of grown-ass men online convincing kids that this is the path. So today we are gonna talk about what's actually going on, why these guys do it, who's profiting off of it, and why it's genuinely one of the dumbest things happening on the internet right now. Okay, before we get into the wild stuff, I need us all on the same page here. Because if you're over 25 or you have a healthy relationship with the internet, you've probably never even heard of these vocab terms I'm about to spit at you. Looksmaxxing is the idea that you can maximize your looks through a series of techniques. Some are normal, like gym, skincare, haircut, and honestly, some of them, it's gonna make you question whether humans should be allowed online access. You see, the basic stuff isn't what we're here for. Going to the gym, doing skincare, that's just being a normal human. Nobody's making YouTube videos about that. What we're here for is everything past that line. Mewing. Pressing your tongue against the roof of your mouth all day to allegedly reshape your jaw. These Looksmaxxers simply do not care. We have bone smashing, and I need you to understand I'm not making this up. Literally hitting your own face with a hammer to stimulate bone growth. And then somewhere off the edge of human reason, we have leg lengthening surgery, where grown men pay 80 grand to have their leg bones surgically broken and pulled apart with metal rods to gain about 3 good inches. 3 inches for $80,000. There is a wait list for this, by the way. Quick crash course. PSL is their 1 to 10 looks rating. Hunter eyes are the eyes that allegedly decide if anybody's gonna love you. And a mogger is a guy whose looks make you look worse just by standing near him. That's really all you need. And every subculture has a main character. Theirs is one and only Clavicular. Bro, Clavicular looks like he was built in like a lab. And he wants you, yes, watching this in your room on your phone, to believe that you can look like him too by just bone smashing. So now you kind of get an idea about what all of this is. But here's the question nobody in that community is really asking. Why is any of this happening? Why do thousands of these guys and children spend hours a day measuring their own faces? Why do grown men pay to have their bones surgically snapped? The answer is a lot darker than just because they're stupid. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's get into it. So here's the thing nobody tells you when you stumble across Looksmaxxing. These guys are not stupid. I know. We just watched a man hit himself in the face with a hammer. I get it. I don't necessarily think that these guys are broken. They're responding to something with the worst toolkit ever assembled. So I want to talk about what they're actually responding to. Every single guy in this community has been served the same idea over and over by 1,000 different accounts. And it goes something like this. Your looks decide everything. Your career, your friends, your dating life, your worth as a human being. And there's nothing you can do about it unless you optimize. This is the black pill, which is their community's way of saying, I have accepted that the world is unfair, and now I'm gonna do bone smashing about it. And the worst part, this black pill is kind of right about a very small thing. Like, yes, attractive people get treated better. That's a real studied phenomenon. Psychologists call it the halo effect, and it's been documented for decades. But these Looksmaxxers take that small thing, that small fixable truth, run it through a meat grinder till it becomes, you're gonna die until your canthal tilt is positive, or whatever they say. Now, why do these guys believe the black pill so deeply? It's because they have evidence every single day on that glowing screen. Modern dating apps are the perfect black pill delivery system. A 19-year-old guy gets on Tinder, swipes for 2 weeks, gets 0 matches, and he concludes, logically, that something is wrong with his face. And then the algorithm shows him a guy named Clavicular, or Hollow, telling him exactly that. But the answer isn't to break your femurs. The answer is to log off, develop a personality, meet women that aren't created by random pixels, which apparently is harder than leg lengthening surgery. If you've been enjoying this the whole time, and I hope you have, strap in for 30 seconds. Looksmaxxing is not just a weird internet trend. It's an industry. There are grown-ass men with mortgages making millions of dollars, convincing young teens that their faces are broken. Their entire business model depends on one thing: making young people feel like absolute trash about themselves. Because if those kids ever felt okay about themselves, just for a minute, the industry would fall apart. And this is, and I want to be very precise here, psychological warfare disguised as self-improvement. Okay, heavy moment is over, we are back. But now you understand what we're actually looking at. It's not just a bunch of guys doing weird things. It's an entire ecosystem designed to keep young men feeling broken so a handful of influencers can stay rich. Which leads us to the final, most important question of this video. So am I cooked? More importantly, are you? Okay, moment of truth, guys. Before I started this video, I did what nobody else should do. I actually downloaded one of those Looksmaxxing apps and I uploaded a picture of myself to see how cooked am I really. You know, for science. And this is what I came back with. Honestly, guys, I was feeling like a 10 today, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. But once again, please don't listen to this bullshit, bro. Everybody's a 10 in their own eyes, and everybody has their own features. So according to the experts, guys, I am in fact cooked. Here's the thing. Honestly, it is what it is. But I also just don't care. And neither should you. Because while these guys are at home measuring their bigonial width with a measuring tape at 2 a.m., me and you, we have a life to live. We've got friends, we've got family. I've got a girl who loves me, even if my cantal tilt is just absolutely tragic. That's the part of the equation that Looksmaxxing is physically incapable of solving for you. Here's what I actually want to leave you with. The problem is that a bunch of grown men online figured out they could make millions of dollars convincing 14, 15, 16-year-olds that their face is atrocious. Those kids, they are eating it up because nobody is giving them a better story to believe. If there's anybody watching that is in that community, in that extreme part of the community, or knows somebody who is in it, the internet is lying to you for money. They want your money. Honestly, the best way to look better, honestly, log off, get some sleep, stop spending 6 hours a day staring at your own jaw. Guys, and if you watched all the way to the end of this video, your PSL just went up by 2 points. That's scientifically proven, backed up with facts that I just created. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I love you all so much. Thank you for all of the support lately. Let me know if you guys would like a part 2 of this. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to make one. Bye for now.